for staying out the way. Always on my lonely cause I can't change. Seeing how they talking and I'm outraged. Taking care of me, don't need it.
Look, my energy is priceless. Told my jeweler ice this. I'm way too decisive. Don't catch that ego-itis. When I'm up in London, everybody say your highness. Not because I'm royal, but because I do my thing. Born for this like Matt Dane. Red whip look like Chastain.
People be so phony, that's why I be on my lonely. People be so phony, that's why I be on my lonely.
I've been living on an island too. I've been living on an island too. I've been living on an island too. I've been living on an island.
People be so phony, that's why I be on my lonely. People be so phony, that's why I be on my lonely. Lonely people be so phony, that's why I be on my lonely. Lonely, lonely.
Mayor, you crazy.
On your block and slam, no space, looking good and standing tall. Be down your block, liking pictures off the wall.
Young rich, feel like I got something to prove. If he acting like a fool, tried to me back when I was up in school, but I was. These is facts. Any can vouch for me. I can't break no bread if you weren't sleeping on that couch. Put them on TV, my giving out that cloud for free, and I'm not for the game, so you better watch your mouth for me. Ayy, cause it get ugly. But I'm a sweetheart, you can't tell. You wouldn't know what all I've been through, cause I make this look well.
Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the
Great to hear Skylar Cole singing the national anthem before today's contest.
What you know about rolling down in the deep? When your brain goes numb, you can call that mental freeze. When these people talk too much, put that in slow motion, yeah. I feel like an astronaut in the ocean, ay. What you know about rolling down in the deep? When your brain goes numb, you can call that mental freeze. When these people talk too much, put that in slow motion, yeah. I feel like an astronaut in the ocean. What you know about rolling?
Greetings, it's 2K Sports. Bringing you live coverage of the NBA. This is our Sunday night broadcast. I'm Brian Anderson, joined by Hall of Famers Doris Burke and Grant Hill, and the fourth member of our crew, reporter Allie LaForce. Allie, it's all yours.
The Pacers roster has really shifted. Coach Rick Carlisle said, quote, "Whatever players are presented to me, I love the challenge of molding that group into the right system. This is a team where it's a strength in numbers type of situation." Brian, he says there has to be certain balance in their approach.
A lot of capable players, Allie. Thanks for that. So the opening lineup for the Mavericks. Paul George out there with Kevin Love. Then it's Mikal Bridges. Then there's Drew Holiday. And for the Pacers, the middle part of the season can present some unique challenges. Grant, how do you maintain your focus as a player?
Well, it can be tough. It can be really challenging because it is such a long season. You ultimately have to keep your eyes on the prize. And, of course, veterans know hard work now pays off later. You want to protect your record and start building late-season momentum. Here we go.
And it's going to be the Pacers off the tip. And Drew Holiday gets the whistle that time. That's his first foul of the game.
And you hope this early foul doesn't dissuade his aggressiveness.
And the Pacers with possession here. Pass to Rose. Here's Lucas. Love grabs the miss. The ball's knocked loose. Here's Scott. George with it. Picked up by Rose. Down low. Here's Baylor. He's guarded by Bridges. Pass to Scott. Here's Wallace. Back to Rose. 6 on the shot clock. Wallace misses. And we're about a minute into the first. And we know that last year the Mavs had an issue with rim protection, Doris.
They did, and obviously that is the starting point, BA, for a lot of defenses, so you understand you have to address that. What you know, though, unequivocally, is you have excellent wing defenders on the roster. It's one of the most critical aspects of success in today's NBA. So really it's about solidifying the paint, and let's see where this team goes from there.
Here's Scott. Looking at the numbers, he's putting up 7 points a game. Pass to Wallace. Launches a three. The Pacers again can't hit.
Well, the defense clearly was not interested in guarding him from downtown. They're very fortunate he missed.
First foul, Byron Scott. First personal foul. First team foul.
George outside. There's a screen. Love with the ball. Lets it go from deep. The shot, no good. To the inside. Here's Wallace. And he's going to the line for 2. The official saw contact while he was going up.
The defense there doing whatever they can to protect the rim.
Guys, you think about the Indiana Pacers, a team that has had several coaching changes of late, and obviously that kind of inconsistency has no doubt played a part in their recent struggles.
Now here's George. Looking at his numbers, currently he's averaging around 9 points a game. Pass to Bridges. Clock at 6. Kicks it to George. Here's Love. Oh, no good. Had a chance to take the lead.
Well, it can't get worse than this. 0 for 4 to start.
Here's Baylor. Here's Wallace. And he banks in the layup.
They needed that. Just 1 for 5 to start this ball game.
Boy, they need something to go to regain some confidence.
No question. Way too many empty possessions for them.
Love passes to Bridges. Gets the 3 to fall. Well, the Pacers hired Rick Carlisle as their coach for the second time, by the way, in the summer of 2021.
That's exactly right, B.A. Remember, Coach Carlisle was quite successful here between 2003 and 2007. Then he moved on to be the head coach of the Dallas Mavericks for 13 years. Obviously a championship coach that 1 year with Dirk Nowitzki. I think the Pacers, optimistic Coach Carlisle, can help speed up this rebuild.
Now here's George. Now quiet so far offensively, searching for his first points of the game.
Well, we love his ability to attack the rim. He just loses a little bit of focus and misses the chippy.
Pass to Scott. They set a pick. And the rebound goes to the Mavericks. George, right side. Timeout called. The Mavericks. And the Mavericks going with a whole new group out there.
Your Indiana Pacers are turning the temperature up.
Hero against Iguodala. Here's Bamba. Nice dish, and the layup goes down.
Well, what a great look by Andre Iguodala. We know he's unselfish. If there's space for his guy, he's going to find him.
Pass to Russell. Lopez, the screen on Green. Russell. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws.
Well, you consider D'Angelo Russell and the fact that he's been a part of multiple organizations. Obviously, he has been a frequent trade piece. The one question is, can he stick with one franchise and establish some success?
Now here's Iguodala. Pass to McMillan. Back to Iguodala. 5 to shoot. It's tipped. Here's Mutombo. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line. Well, his trade activity says something about how desirable Russell is as a player.
I think he's a guy any team could want on their roster because of his scoring capabilities. Very capable of huge nights in the NBA, but the other aspect that's so important, his ability as a setup guy.
Now here's Green to the right side. Pass to McMillan. Outside for Green. Here's McMillan. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. Indiana has gone 0 for 2 from outside. Now Lopez. Well, he hasn't put up any points yet in this one. Pass to Hill. Now here's Russell. And it's rejected. Iguodala outside. Here's McMillan. Check by Hill. Green with the ball. Here's Mutombo. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Lopez. Here's Green. 6 to shoot. Takes the 3. It's hauled in by Hill. Pass to Lopez. And once again off the mark by Indiana. From deep. Oh, no good on the last second attempt there. It's a tie game in Indiana. And back to the start of the second quarter in just a moment. And if you're just joining us, it's been a pretty even game through the first quarter. All right, guys, let me get your thoughts on the Pacers and how they're playing so far.
Attacking relentlessly, drawing fouls. They won that first quarter at the stripe.
They have done a tremendous job of drawing contact and putting officials in a place where they simply have to make the call.
Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot 2. At the 2018 Draft Combine, Mo Bamba measured a 7'10" wingspan, Doris.
Absolutely incredible to think that that broke the record for the longest that Rudy Gobert held. Now, how does that translate in the NBA? Well, it obviously is a help on the defensive end. Mo Bamba, a guy capable of covering so much area on the floor.
On the court for Dallas here in the second. And Lopez gets it to go.
You know, I think Lopez knows basically he can get his shot up over anyone. That stretch ability as a perimeter scorer is so important.
Here's McMillan. Boy, he's been patient so far. Nothing yet on the scoreboard.
First personal foul. Second team foul.
The Pacers making a switch here. Scott's checked in. Iguodala outside. The three from Bamba. He can't get it to go, so Indiana will take it the other way. After this game, they can look forward to Washington, where they'll match up against the Wizards. And that'll be their only game on the road before heading back home. The Mavericks trailing. And it's stolen by Rose. Here in the second quarter, a little over a minute of play. You know, Grant, sometimes with certain flagrant fouls, you'll hear people say it was a dirty play, but not a dirty player. But when does it become both?
Well, we all understand, B.A., dirty plays aren't good for the game. But sometimes a flagrant foul will happen. A lot of times, though, you have to factor in a pattern of behavior. I really believe players who have a history of being called for a lot of flagrant fouls plays a big role in how it's perceived.
The offensive rebound, and he makes no mistake. Slam dunk.
And when the game is this close, you have to go all out.
He certainly understands his role, huh? When the shot goes up, just crashes the offensive glass.
And that's so demoralizing to your opponent. To play great defense and have the possession end that way, that's tough to take.
He's finally leaving that dismal first quarter behind him. Took him a while to get going.
Iguodala against Rose. Iguodala, the pass to Bamba. Back to Iguodala. Now Bamba. Just 4 to shoot. The shot by Iguodala, no good. The Pacers have gone 2 of 4 here in the second quarter. Here's Rose. Can't hit that one. The Mavericks have gotten only 1 of 4 shots to go in after making. Oh, wow!
Wow, Iguodala, an incredible dunk. Woo, did he leave the ground quickly.
Just an awesome display of athleticism on our AT&T 5G Slam Cam. Baylor, that's good.
This guy reads situations so well, and he knows how to execute.
And Dallas calls time here. Here's George. Still getting warmed up offensively. No buckets yet in the game from him. To the paint. It's stolen. In transition. Here come the Pacers. Pass to Baylor. Here's Scott. He's covered by Holiday. Here's Scott. 5 on the clock. Here's Rose. Chamberlain pulls it in.
Boy, a miss like that will drive any scorer crazy, especially with the defender giving a cushion.
George finds Love. And here's George. Again, the miss by the Mavericks. Here's Baylor. Pass to Lopez. Here's Scott. Here's the 3. Love grabs the miss. Holiday with the ball. Guarded by Rose.
2 minutes remaining in the
George with it. There's 1:54 left in the second quarter. Offensive rebound, Mavericks. Goes back up. And misses it off the right side of the rim. Indiana has gone 2 of 3 from beyond the arc so far in the second. Pass to Baylor. And he got the whistle on the way up. So he'll be headed to the line for a pair.
personal foul.
That's on Mikal Bridges. The first one falls.
Yeah, just knocking down every free throw. I mean, I love to see this kind of efficiency.
It's both from the stripe.
And they've capitalized well from the free throw line. Their percentage is impressive.
Now here's Love. Well, he hasn't scored yet, but I'm sure that'll change. The 3, George. George with another miss.
Oh, man, he can't get anything to fall. You can feel his frustration.
He is trying to shoot his way out of it, and it might be better for him to pass the basketball at this point.
Here's Hero. They lead by 6. That's their biggest margin. Over Bridges. No luck on that one. And it's Dallas the other way. Following this one, they get to host the Bulls. And that's a one-game homestand for the club.
Well, Paul George leaving, no doubt. Nice finish.
There's 48 seconds left in the second period. Hero against George. Russell from outside hits a three-pointer. Russell's got 5 points.
I'll tell you, he'll take that all day, every day. I'm sure he was shocked to find himself that wide open.
George passes to Bridges. Back to George. Love for three. A rebound by Baylor. Indiana's gone 3 of 4 from outside so far in the second quarter. Now here's Hero. Let's go with a three.
Well, we call that defensive chops, right? Paul George is draped all over his man. He will not give up anything easy.
And that'll do it for the first half of play. It's the Pacers leading by 7. We'll get right back to the action when we return.
Welcome, everybody. The story tonight has been a solid showing through the first half for the Indiana Pacers.
They're putting themselves in really good position, limiting turnovers, making the most of each possession.
That's a stat that can be overlooked, but so critical to winning ball games.
And let's focus now on the two opposing guys who were battling in the first half. There were sparks out there.
Two guys clearly battling for the spot, both putting on a show. You just hope it doesn't become an all-hero ball.
Yeah, it's the scoreboard that decides the real winner in the end. That's pretty profound on my part, don't you think?
Yes, it does.
And that is going to do it for us. Let's get back to some second half action with Brian Anderson and company.
And if you're just joining in, one half is in the books, one half to go. One of the stories here, Brook Lopez getting it done today.
You know, I'm not really sure what defenders can do to slow him down. He's just too skilled.
Well, perhaps the most impressive thing has been his incredible consistency. This guy is a great player who always brings a ton of energy. What a great half.
And for the Mavericks, Kevin Love out there with Paul George. Then there's Drew Holiday. Then it's Mikal Bridges. Back to Holiday. Pass to George. And here's Holiday. Shot clock at 6. It's hauled in by Lucas. Indiana leading. At Grant, last season, Drew Holiday winning the NBA Teammate of the Year award for the second time.
Yeah, and in 2021, BA, he got the NBA Sportsmanship Award, too. So needless to say, Holiday tremendously respected by his peers and known for his dedication to others. Surprising to see him miss here, but they'll be happy with that shot in most possessions.
Pass to Lucas. Here's Wallace. It's blocked, and he's able to get it back. And up the court they come. The Mavericks on the break. Three-pointer, Bridges. That shot is off. So the Pacers will take it the other way.
Well, I guarantee you this is not what they talked about in the locker room. 0 for 3 and looking lost.
The Mavericks have gone 0 for 3 to start the second half. Here's George, and the jam by George.
And Holiday takes this responsibility seriously. When someone is open on his squad, he gets it to them.
Pass to Lucas. The shot is good, and the assist by Rose. Rose has got his third assist of the night.
And I love it. Challenging the bigger defender and showing plenty of heart.
It is not an easy task trying to convert against length. Give him credit for taking on that challenge.
Hill, he's checked in for Indiana.
For the Pacers.
Just under 2.5 minutes into this third quarter now. Pass to Bridges. There's a screen by Love. Here's Chamberlain. Out to Bridges. 2 on the clock. The shot no good. The Pacers have gone 3 of 7 here in this third quarter. Here's Scott. Outside, Hill. Pass to Wallace. And the rebound goes to the Mavericks. Love's got his 4th rebound in this one.
Let's give some credit to the defense for how they're guarding this guy right now because they're refusing to let him get comfortable.
Here's Lucas. And here is Hill. He's guarded by Bridges. Bridges against Hill. And stolen by Bridges. Gives us a chance to catch up with Allie LaForce.
Well, guys, with the yearly roster moves, it might be hard for the casual fan to keep track. But Commissioner Silver said it's a necessary side effect. He said, quote, "We tried to tie performance to pay in a closer way, and I think that's what you see with shorter contracts." Brian, more player movement has been the result.
Yeah, good point, Allie. Thanks. Now a timeout called by Indiana.
Pacers Nation, time to get out in your Pacers Breaker Dance Crew. They work hard every day for this, fans. Your Pacers Breaker Dance Crew.
Second half here, and we're just over 3.5 minutes into it. Iguodala against Hero. Lopez, the screen on Iguodala. Pass to Lopez. 4 on the clock. Pulls it. Hill can't connect.
Analytics already don't favor the mid-range jumper, let alone against exceptional defense.
2 minutes remaining in the third.
Here's McMillan. Check by Hill. Now here's Iguodala. 1:49 left in the third quarter of the game.
And this is something he does all too well. Great position for the putback there.
And I like how he doesn't think twice about passing it out. Just going right for the slam.
No reason to do so there. He was going to leave no doubt.
Now here's Iguodala. Pass to McMillan. Here's Mutombo. And that one is stuffed right through.
I just love the strong finish there inside.
Man, he's got that dunker's mindset, doesn't he? Always ready to pounce. Here's Russell. 5 points in the game. Back to Lopez. And there's the rejection. And it's out of bounds to Indiana.
Checking in for the Pacers, Elton Baylor.
Ooh, it's stolen by Iguodala. There's 57 seconds left in the third. Pass to Bamba. Here's Mutombo. 6 points for him. Lopez with the steal. Hero against Green. Here's Lucas. 27 seconds left in the third quarter. It's a 3-on-3 fast break. Here's Green. Soft touch off the glass. And now just a 2-point Indiana lead.
I just love the ball move.
Now Hero. Well, no scoring yet from him, but that's likely to change. Outside Russell. Shot to end the cold streak. Misses at the rim. And we've just finished the third quarter. What a tight game we've got going. The Pacers out in front. They lead by 2. And we'll have the start of the fourth quarter for you as soon as we get back from this short break. And let's take this opportunity to show you our State Farm assist to the game.
You talk about painting a magnificent picture with that dime. Just a great decision and a perfect delivery.
We call that putting it right in the pocket, and he knew what to do with it once it was there.
And with these teams locked in a very close contest, this fourth quarter promises to be a good one. Pass to Baylor. Back to Rose. Ooh, he took a hard foul on the shot. So he'll head to the line to shoot a pair.
Well, an interesting thing about Derrick Rose, right? Over his career, he's been an up-and-down jump shooter, but he's been remarkably consistent from the free throw line.
No good on the second free throw.
Every player goes through this. When your shots aren't going down, it can ding your confidence.
On the floor for Dallas starting the fourth quarter. Here's Iguodala. And the rebound goes to the Pacers. They've led by as many as 11. Here's Scott. That one is off. Now Dallas takes it the other way. And it's Iguodala off the drive. Oh, and he blocks it off the glass. Wow. And he commits the intentional foul.
You don't want to stop the clock right there. I'm not quite sure what he was thinking.
A different look for Dallas.
Substitution on the court.
Fourth quarter of basketball. We're about a minute into it. George against Rose. Shakes him. It's tipped. They're searching for a way to score.
Yeah, buckets have been very tough to come by.
Pass to George. Oh, the bucket's good, and he'll have a chance at one more. That one's on Rose.
We've seen that more than once today. An effortless basket inside.
All right, guys, what do you think about the offensive approach we've seen so far for the Pacers?
Their offensive game plan has been simple. Look to shoot it often from outside the arc. And the results have been outstanding.
They've also done a heck of a job at the free throw line tonight. Good aggression has led to a number of easy chances and points at the line.
All right, let's check in with Allie LaForce.
Well, over the break, I listened in on Rick Carlisle's huddle. This is anyone's game. So he told them, stay aggressive, stay hungry. We can't afford to let up on the energy out there. He's hoping they'll finish with the flurry. Guys?
As always, Allie, we thank you. Here's Baylor. From deep, Rose. He drops it from range. And the Pacers lead by 3.
I think Derrick Rose is feared as a driver of the basketball, but boy, that three-point shot has come a long way.
Back to Love. George outside. 6 on the shot clock. And there's the screen. Offensive rebound. Tries again. Give him that one. Now shooting 5 for 11 from the floor.
Well, he had trouble making shots in the first period, but rounding into himself here in the second.
Pass to Baylor. Rose against George. Here's Baylor. And he'll draw the foul. He'll head to the line for 2. That's on Mikal Bridges.
And even from where we're sitting, you could clearly tell it was a foul.
And they're not happy with the call here. Coach has given the signal. He's going to use his challenge. Probably a good idea in such a close contest.
And even with the coach's challenge in place, we've seen so many of these personal foul calls.
The previous play is over.
No doubt there's going to be a gray area in a lot of these calls. But at least we have the option to take a second look so the officials can be sure they get it right.
The ruling on the floor is confirmed.
And they've made their decision. The call will stand.
And as much as it hurts to lose a challenge, I think Coach would challenge that call again if he could. He really disagreed with the foul, and he's still peeved.
You know what time it is, Pacers Nation. Time to get out for your Pacers birthday.
And the first one at the line is good.
Your Pacers birthday too, everyone.
That one falls, so he hits both of them. Yeah, if you're just joining us, fourth quarter here. We're just over 2.5 minutes into it. George, left side. Outside for Love. There's a screen by Love. And it's Bridges with the jam.
Well, you cannot let Mikal Bridges get into the paint because he's going to hammer it home when you do.
Here's Rose. Pass to Wallace. Outside Holiday. Love with the ball. It's Bridges on the wing to the middle. There's a screen. Just 5 to shoot. Holiday passes to George. George with another miss.
And he probably thought he was going to bury that one.
Rose with it. Pass to Scott. Back to Rose. Lets the three fly. Chamberlain pulls it in.
And you just can't afford to give up that kind of look very often.
Holiday finds Love. Chance there to take the lead, but a miss. Indiana's gone 1 of 2 from deep in this quarter. Here's Baylor. Nice D from Bridges. The Mavericks have gotten 3 of 8 shot attempts to find the net here in the fourth quarter. Love passes to George. There's a screen by Love to take the lead. Pacers with a rebound. They've led by as many as 11. Inside, Wallace. And he takes the feed in stride and slams it home.
Making sure of it with the two-hand slam, B.A.
Yeah, I don't blame him with the score this tight. You cannot take a chance here. George passes to Holiday. Back to George. Seconds left to play in the fourth quarter. Can't hit the free throw line jumper. Out to the right wing. Pass to Scott. Rose outside. Here's Scott. Tipped. Down low. Here's Wallace.
They can't go empty on any of their possessions from here on out.
And no time to waste. Not at this point in the game.
George finds Bridges. Here's Chamberlain. And he buries it. And that one brings them within 1.
And talk about stepping up in a big way.
I'll tell you, it takes confidence to pull the trigger in that situation. You love guys who relish the moment.
Back to Rose. Over to the left wing. Pass to Baylor. Rose up top. And they committed an intentional foul. We'll see another one of those, so they get into the penalty.
That's just poor clock management defensively.
Indiana calls timeout. They're leading by 1. 3 seconds left in the final quarter. And so they foul intentionally.
Yeah, and that was a smart move. I mean, you have to foul right there. You just don't want them to run out the clock.
Good on the first, and that'll put them up 2.
And the veteran Rose going to the stripe. Now, he's comfortable shouldering the pressure when the spotlight is on him.
Well, those are essential free throws to make a 3-point lead. It's going to take something long range now to tie this game.
And Dallas calls time here. They're behind by 3. 1 second left in the fourth. All right, guys, what do you think?
No choice but to go. for the three. Maybe set up a screen to carve out some space and get a clean look.
Here's Kerr. Can't connect. And so it's the Pacers who come out on top here. What a performance they have here at home today.
I'll tell you what. These are the ones that are so nice to win and so tough to lose. I love being on the edge of my seat, never knowing what would happen next.
And that's going to do it